My name is Matt Miller. I'm currently a graduate student at Oregon State University, and I'm working with Clark Sievert on assessing profit maximization strategies for changing climate for wheat production. And we're going to do so by using a suite of software programs called Ag Tools. Currently there's 3 of them. The first is Ag Profit, the second is Ag Lease, and the third is Ag Finance. And how we analyze how a changing climate will affect farms in the region is by developing specific crop and livestock budget files tailored specifically to a certain grower or to a region as a whole. Currently, all these programs are on agtools.org, free of charge. You just have to set up an account and you're free to use the programs. Also on the website, there's training material on how to install the program and such. So. Well, how are we proposing to use Ag Tools in REACCH? Well, we're hoping that it's going to be as a learning tool for students to kind of get a business feel for agriculture and other food systems. And we're hoping it'll help farmers make long-term investment decisions. And we're kind of hoping that we're going to develop a web-based format with direct links to changes in policy and environmental factors. So what will happen if the climate changes, get more rainfall? How is it going to affect the profitability and sustainability of farms in the region? We're kind of hoping that it's going to be kind of like TurboTax, where farmers will be able to run certain scenarios and see how it'll affect their farm. Will buying more equipment to adapt to the climate change make farms more profitable? Things of that nature. And also later in the main lobby here, there'll be demonstrations of how you can use the program to tailor to your needs. So basically, Ag Tools is a capital investment analysis software. It analyzes the profitability and feasibility of investments. Can I cash flow my investment? Is it going to be worthwhile to me? Here's some examples of what Ag Profit can do for you, which is the first program. And the most important point is it'll help you make long-term investment decisions. Should I go out and buy that $300,000 combine to help me be more efficient? Should I keep an annual cropping system over 10 years, or should I do it biannual? It'll also help you make short and intermediate term investment decisions. Ag Lease is the second of the third programs. It'll help you develop equitable crop and cash share leases. And finally, Ag Finance is the third program. It covers the whole farm or whole business. It looks at everything. How we do it is we incorporate budget files developed in Ag Profit and Ag Lease and then we plug them in Ag Finance, and it'll tell us, okay, out of the 5 fields I have, which ones are making money, which ones aren't, what do I need to change in my operation to increase my liquidity, solvency, and profitability. And also, can I make a huge capital investment? Am I going to have to go to the bank to get a loan, or can I finance it out of cash flow? Ag Finance will help you do that. And another cool thing about the program is you can project balance sheet and net income statements over 10 years, so you can see, okay, with a changing climate, my costs are going to increase by X. How is my net worth in the long run going to be affected? So basically where we start is from crop and livestock budgets and grower information and say, okay, our costs are this, and what we do with that information is kind of compile it into the Ag Profit or Ag Lease, into the budget files. And as soon as those are built, we plug them into Ag Finance and see how these crop budget files will affect the farm as a whole, or the business. Well, what makes Ag Tools different from other cost studies or previous computer programs? Well, most importantly, we can determine profitability and feasibility of key economic decisions such as a changing climate. What is it going to cost me to adapt to a changing climate? As I said before, it provides a whole farm analysis, which is important to see how your farm is going to be affected in the long run. And how are we going to integrate with REACH research and outreach efforts, we're hoping to provide a means to access costs of adaptation to a changing climate. How is a changing climate, what's it going to cost farmers? But we need information, yield projections, what are yields going to do in the future? Are costs going to increase? Or compiling information is an issue, and we're trying to get a case study that represents the region as a whole. And is that case study going to be representative of Northwest Oregon and Washington? So, and here's just a quick picture of the Ag Tools website. You can get all the information, the programs, training files here, and sign up an account in that top right-hand corner there. So, and again, there's going to be demonstrations. There's going to be 3 or 4 computers out in the main lobby if you're interested in seeing how the program can suit your needs. Okay.